Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Namaste SAP. In today's video, we are going to set up our first SAP CAP project using SAP Business Application Studio, also known as BAS. If you are new to the SAP Cloud Application Programming Model or CAP in short, don't worry. I'll take you step by step from logging into SAP BTP Cockpit, setting up the BAS environment and creating your first CAP project. By this end of this video, you will have fully working CAP project structure ready to run. So make sure to watch till the end and follow along on your system. So these are the topics that we would be covering in this video. So what is before we start, let's quickly understand what BAS really is. The SAP Business Application Studio is a cloud-based development environment provided by SAP. It is just like VS Code, Visual Studio Code, but it runs entirely on the browser and it's pre-loaded with all the tools and dependencies you need for SAP development. Whether you are working on CAP projects, Fury apps, or extension for SAP S/4HANA, BAS provides you with a ready-to-use setup without worrying about local installation or dependencies. So basically, you just log in, open a dev space, and start coding. I have created one video how to install CAP or how to set up this CAP using VS Code, where you must have seen that we have to install lots of dependencies for initial installation. Like we need Node.js, we need to install @SAP/CDSDK, that is cloud development toolkit. So if you are using a business application studio, you do not have to install all those things. So all you need to do is the second step, as mentioned, login and access BAS using this URL, which is provided over here, https:// cockpit.btp.cloud.sap. This is the SAP BTP cockpit. Let me show you. Okay, cockpit.hanatrialondemand.com. This is this URL. So you just press enter. So this is the SAP BTP cockpit where all your sub accounts, pays, you just click on go to your trial account, where all your sub accounts, pays and services are managed. Once you log in to your SAP with your SAP credential, since it does not ask me for credential because I was already logged into the system, that's why. And for your case, it would ask for SAP login credential if you are already using SAP BTP for your development. If you are a new user, absolute new to SAP BTP, then you can check out my video which I have already created, like how to set up SAP BTP. Like you can go to my channel Namaste SAP, and from there you can go to playlist, and in my playlist I have already created one video on SAP BTP business technology platform. You can check out the full playlist where I have already created one video on SAP BTP account creation and cockpit tutorial, so you can have a clear idea of how to set up this SAP BTP sub account. Anyways, coming to this part, like once you have done your setup and you can able to log into the system in SAP BTP successfully, this is the page, landing page. It would looks like now. As you can see, we are in the sub account tab, and in the sub account we are into the trial. We are using actually the trial account, so you can go into this trial account, and by default, yes, this is my sub account trial. You have to go to instances and subscription. By default, you would be subscribed to SAP Business Application Studio. As you can see, you are already subscribed to SAP Business Application Studio. Now what you can do, you have to click over here on SAP Business Application Studio, which is available as a trial, and as a subscription basis it is there. It is free of cost, so just click on it. It will take you to the SAP Dev Space Manager. Click on OK. Yes. Now here we have to create a dev space. So it is like your workspace or your mini computer in the cloud. Click on create a dev space. Here you will be asked to give it a name. say I'll name it as CAPM. I'll name it as CAPM only. And next, under application type, as you can see, what kind of application do you want to create? So you have to choose SAP full stack, basically full stack application. This one, SAP full stack application. And no need to select anything from here. You can directly click on create dev space. So the system will take few minutes to prepare your environment. Once it's ready, you will see the status turn from starting to running. As you can see, the status is starting. Another information which I wanted to add is, if you are using a trial account, at maximum you can use a 2 dev space, and you can use one at a time. It is not something like you can use 2 dev space simultaneously. No, if you are using a trial one, you can use one dev space at a time, and maximum dev space that you can create in a trial sub account in Business Application Studio is 2. And another thing to note, like SAP is already providing information over here, like any dev space which hasn't been running for 30 days will be automatically deleted. So you have to be careful, like if you are creating some projects for your learning, say for demo purposes, then you have to be aware that if it is more than 30 days and if you are not working, like not running your dev space, it would get deleted automatically. So be aware. Okay, great. Now as you can see, the status is a running status. Just click on its name, like CAPM. I click on it, CAPM. Boom. Now you can see, like explore to SAP Business Application Studio, click OK, and it will take you to BAS. Now it will prepare your development environment behind. So actually it is, we are accessing via cloud. So in the cloud, like in the backend, we are allocated some spaces been allocated for setting up this workspace basically. Yes, now get started with SAP Business Application Studio. Now this is how it gets started. Press OK and let canceling. So if I just tell you a small brief about this BAS layout. So on the BAS interface looks very similar to Business Application Studio. On the left side, as you can see, on the left hand side, you have your Explorer basically. Okay, let me cross this, or yes, you have your Explorer over here, and in the middle you have the editor. Basically, we have some editor like file name editor, and all those things are also there, like search option, like source control, run and debug, extension, CI/CD pipelining, git length. So and we have terminals as well. So all the standard shortcuts and feature from VS Code also work here. So if you already know VS Code, this will feel comfortable and very comfortable. It might feel you quite natural basically. But the great part is BAS comes preloaded with @SAP/CDSDK command line interface tool, Node.js, and even the SQLite database, which are all necessary to run your CAP project. You do not have to install those dependencies separately. SAP has already installed in the backend. Basically, SAP has already installed this dependency over here. So unlike on your personal system, you don't have to manually install them. They are already ready to use in the cloud. So if you wanted to create your first, or if you wanted to initialize your first CAP project, just click on open folder, and the best practice is to go to project folder, click on OK, and it will load your project directory. Okay, now what we can do is we can click on let us go to new terminal. Where is that terminal option? On the view command palette, or go to terminal. Okay, this is new terminal. Let us open new terminal. Yes, we are in the project folder. So similar in the similar way which we have followed while setting up the cap project in business VS Code, we'll doing the same terminal command. We'll pass on the same terminal command in Business Application Studio as well and set up the CAPM project. So mkdir make directory. I will be giving my directory name as CAPM, a folder. Actually, it will create a folder over here, as you can see. Yes, a blank folder gets created. And oh, sorry, I also wanted to show you that I already told you that all the dependencies like node modules, CAPM development toolkit are already installed. So where it is, let me show you where it is. So if I show you like node-v, it is already installed. It is showing me the version v22, that 22, like that is a version basically, npm/v. This is 10.9.2, which is the version of npm basically, which is already installed. If it is showing the version, which means it is already installed by SAP for you and you do not have to bother about that. We need to check the CDS version for this, very important. So this is a CDS version, you can see. CDS version is 9.44. There are a couple of sub modules basically at the SAP CDS, at the CDSDK. So all those modules are automatically installed. And you can see there's a home option over there and global PNP. Okay. This is the directory where all these things are installed. In fact, anyways, so we concluded this fact that all these dependencies are automatically installed when we use SAP Business Application Studio. Let me clear all this up. Let me go to the project folder CAPM. Change the directory to CAPM, CD, CAPM CAPM. Now we are into the CAPM directory. Now we wanted to initialize our first CAPM project. So in order to do that, the terminal command is CDSinit. Yes, boom. You can see your project folder will get created. See, all these folders get automatically created with app, db, srv, package.json. Everything is created automatically the moment you pass on the command cds init. Okay, we can write npm install to install the dependencies. Install. What does this npm install do? This npm install actually looks onto this package.json where all the dependencies like @sap/cds, express, cap-js/SQLite, all these dependencies which are mentioned over here are not installed. If you wanted to install them, you have to pass on the command npm install. So this will install all the dependencies and a new folder will get automatically generated known as node modules. You can see over here. Yes, this contains a list of libraries and the dependencies which are required to run your application. If you wanted to know more what is a Node.js, npm, I have already created the video on how to set up CAP application in VS Code. There I have explained all these things in details. You can go and watch that video. So here I just wanted to add a few points once again basically this @SAP/CDS. This is the core of a CAP runtime, responsible for interpreting your CDS model and serving them as OData service. And this SQLite 3, if you wanted to install SQLite, you can install it again. npm install SQLite 3 --save. Just installing SQLite. This acts as a local database for development and testing purposes. You can later switch to HANA in production. Once everything is installed, you are ready to run your project. I'll show you in action again in the next video. So this is all in today's session, guys, on setting up the CAP project using Business Application Studio. In the next video, we will go one step further and I'll show you how to create entities like services using CDS and lot more stuff and expose them as an OData services that you can test in your browser. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and press
the bell icon so you don't miss the next part.
Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye.